Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Lucid. We're back to playing another game of Garden of Good and Evil. It's turn 49, and we'll be hopping in. Okay, so this turn we have a message from myself. This was the message saying everybody needs to attack Ryla. I read it to you last turn, so I won't subject you to it again. We had some mind hunts that were unsuccessful. If we look at where those are happening, they're happening on this throne province. Which is actually odd, because I think when these mind hunts went off, this guy would have been in there, so he should have had a good shot at feeble-minding whoever was in there. So anyway, these dudes very well could die. We'll see. Asphodel's possibly going to attack me. Well, let's keep going through these. So the army of Ryla moved. We'll cover that in a minute. We took back a little raiding province. Okay, we have a big battle with Agartha. We're going to come back and watch that. Ryla's super combatant was running around. I lost an army to Agartha. We'll go ahead and watch that right now, since that is not the main event. So this was the raiding group I sent down here. I've seen this battle before. So everything was kind of going right. I had the script pretty good. These guys run in. What's going to happen, though, you'll see right here, is they get split up. And that's because I have them on attack here. And so these guys ran off to fight, meanwhile these ones were back here. And while they're all split up, they can't do enough damage to these shard guards, who are very, very strong. So because they can't do enough damage, they all kind of sit there, and eventually the shard guards, while they do not have the offensive power my guys do, with greater numbers, they're able to regenerate more, and yeah, that doesn't go well. So if I'd put that on attack closest, I think I would have won. We have this event. This is the most unfortunate thing. It like put me in a bad mood when I saw it. So this is representing 43 gold. Two of these dudes. And I was like, hey, I'm not going to test this in single player. It's only some long dead. I should be able to kill him. Famous last words. Now my thought here is, hey, I can use the control dead spell. And they're going to fight among each other, and I'll just whittle them down, because they can't kill me. That doesn't really work. See, it's just not working. Yeah, they're going to just get absolutely wrecked. So really sad. Sad day. You can see invulnerability works pretty well, but not great. And they had gear on them, too. So, really sad. The gear they had represented 2 turns of research from my... my Pretender. What the hell did he just cast? Immolation? Oh, but now he's fatigued out. Because he's fatigued out, he's going to start taking crits through invulnerability. Really, really sad. Okay, and he's going to eventually die. So, very sad day. I'm a sad panda. Lost both these guys. That's 40 gold, 40 gems. That's a lot. You can't be doing that. Okay, so that was me attacking them. Then they attacked me. They acquired a few ghouls. And then we are attacking, or we got attacked by Agartha here. And this, if we look at it, it's got his Pretender inside. Bink Wonko Jr., who is pretty strong. He's got some, I guess, random but decent gear. This is not really what you would expect to see a Pretender running around with at turn 49 or whatever it is. But he does have a lot of gems. That's enough to probably cast Earthquake twice only. So we'll see. And then he's got some Mind Blasters, some Priests doing their thing, Earth Readers. Yeah, they kind of suck. It's really just a Banishment army. We're going to absolutely just wreck that shit. So, now for the main event. There was a battle here. This is the one I was skipping past. We are going to watch it. You can see that I won, as predicted. So, he only has enough gems for 1 Earthquake. but he's got all these dudes. Okay, there goes Earthquake numero uno, and the only Earthquake. I think I lost one knight to it, but next I would probably lose more if he cast it again. You can see the Mind Blast is going off. It's got a bunch of my lictors all frozen. So the lictors are all getting froze up. And when they're frozen, you can see they're frozen in general for like 2 turns, something like that. 3 turns. So they're temporarily out of the fight. Okay, and my main army is digging in. Curse of Stones. I don't think that has much of an effect on undead. Like, you can look, you can see my guys, they're still 0 fatigue. So it doesn't really do anything. Kind of a waste of things. If he had somebody who could cast Curse of Stones, which I didn't see, he should have spent that casting Earthquake or something useful. See, this guy's not really a great player, I don't think. He's kind of okay. You know, his thought was, hey, let's have some mages sit behind here, and Umbrals and everybody, they're going to be on guard commander. It's going to be really hard to kill them. It just doesn't work like that. He doesn't have nearly enough horsepower back here killing everything. You know, he would need way more mages. Now, the other thing he could be thinking is, oh, my Mind Blasters will get him. And the Mind Blasters, you know, they hurt. But I brought plenty enough things to soak up the Mind Blasters. And the Mind Blasters aren't really going to kill the lictors. I think there's another round of Mind Blast going. And especially once I get my magic resistance up, like this late into the battle, yeah, they're not going to be really getting any damage from the Mind Blasters. And you can see they're really just falling to pieces under this assault. And that's a lot of gems of Umbrals and Penumbrals. It's a lot of his mages, a lot of his troops. This is really all of Agartha's army. And there's nobody to save Agartha. You know, I killed Bandarlog, and somebody can kind of come save him. Nobody's going to save Agartha. I'm just going to hopefully run through there and take all this stuff. So things are going as planned. We actually wrecked them that battle. So I think that was this one. Nope. That was this one. Yeah, so final outcome, I lost 16 out of 40, so almost 40% of my knights. My lictors, though, I almost lost none of them. I lost only 2, right? So you can see the Mind Blast. These guys are super effective at soaking up Mind Blast. These knights are probably all going to die by the end. The long dead legionnaires, they are mostly wrecked. But he lost a ton. He lost all of his Olm Sages. These guys are tough to get. He lost all of his Great Olms. He lost everything. Really everything. Everything except 2 of the Oracles. So, unfortunately I didn't get those. I really do want to get them. So, this is probably only 1 turn away from being stormed, and we will storm it. We are starting to get some decent recruit up in here. Let me see how many of these guys I got. One thing that happens is... Oh, man. If you have too many dudes in your fort, you can't actually see any of your new recruits. So, I have my first candle here, so as the Dominion goes up, which hopefully it will, I'll start getting more things. My goal is probably going to be to get both of these, probably this one first. Get forts up in these provinces. If I get this cluster up, and then especially if I wall off this, I think I'll win the game. I don't think there's too much that can stop me. So the Agarthan army, right, one moved on top of this fort. It's kind of annoying. Right, it's still got all of its bells and whistles. None of its communion folks died. So, not good. I have my big army here, though, which can kill it. He can see it, because he's got his dudes here, and then he also has his global Eyes of God. What we can see is he's not doing much damage. He thinks he's breaking it. He doesn't know how much. He did 40 damage, right? So that's nothing. I'll let him sit on it if he wants to commit that army. What I do not want to have him take is have this fortress which is building here. So what I'm going to do, I could attack, right? But it's also unlikely he's going to sit there. I think this is just some maneuver, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to defensive move here because I want to protect this. He also knows that I've got good sites here because he's had this province before. And he's a smart player, so he's probably thinking, oh, there's a medium army here. He's probably going to attack me. I'm going to go take this medium army with my big army, and I'll come out ahead, and then I can run out. Now, he would be in trouble, because he's getting his troops way deep, and I've got 2 big armies that could kill his. This guy, he can't really do anything. All he can do is run around. What I'm hoping is there's a big mine hunt blast here, and if so, this dude will make short work of him. And then he's moving here too. I'm really trying to bait out the mine hunts. I kind of want to move him back and feeble-mind a few more Bandar logs. I think it's so unlikely. Agartha is not going to mine hunt me. Now, my luck, the first time I move him back, I'm going to get the shit mind hunted out of myself. We'll see. I think I'm going to move him back, actually. He's kind of served his purpose. I don't think there's going to be a mind hunt. Bandar log from here. We'll see. I think it's okay. He's very likely going to get mind hunted this turn. Oh, I didn't go through all the events. I'm getting distracted. Unrest went up, misfortune went up, people left, a mage was wounded. Okay, now you've seen the events. So, this guy's probably going to go sit on top of my throne. Who cares? What I probably want to do is I'm going to have an army sit here big enough that can hopefully cause him to kill all his star children and trigger all his gym use. If it's just my PD, it's not going to happen. So what I expect is going to happen, he's going to move here, he's going to sit on top of it. I need to trigger all his gym use. I think what I also should do... I really do want to do that. Kind of bringing in an army here. I wonder if one of these guys... Patrol? Why is he on patrol? Doesn't need to be on patrol. I think this chaff army is going to move in patrol here. I really want to make sure I can trigger all these gyms, and I wasn't sure I could do it before. This will definitely do it. So that's going to kill all those dudes and trigger all those gyms, and he has to because he doesn't know. I could have this army here, which he just doesn't know. I could have an army which is going to deploy to this fort. And he has to use all this stuff, otherwise if I run into him, he would just get crushed. So, this army here, I would love to have it sit on top. What I think is going to happen is he's going to... I don't know why I'm leaving so many. I only need to leave 1 or 2. We're going to... For some reason, I was going to do that, but I'm not going to. I think what I could do... actually what I could do is I could have this guy, I don't really care about him, I could have him move here. Then have these guys retreat. Could be good. We'll see. Actually, I think I need these guys back. I think I'm going to retreat off. I want to have these guys come back in and help crack the fort. Otherwise, I'd be more happy to let them chill out and pin his pretender in. The other thing I'm doing is I'm building an army here. It's a kind of small army. But it is going to be focused on running down here and claiming this area. So we'll see. I want to kind of cut off Agartha's income. I think he is the first player that I will crush. Other things, Asphodel can attack. I don't think he's quite ready. I think he's going to wait like 2 more turns, 3 more turns. He'll probably wait till this big army leaves. So I gotta be really careful moving this army away because he'll come in 1 turn, crack my fort. So I'm probably gonna take this and then keep a significant army in here. One thing that really would be good to have right now is if I forged myself one of these things. An effigy of war, and I put it on somebody carrying my knights. Then it would look like I have way more knights, which I want to have it look like that, to keep Asphodel from attacking me. But I'm not doing that. So the plan is defensive move here, protect this fort. Really, I want to protect these forts as they come up. Assuming he's going to go free his fort, I'm going to take this back. I'm going to move an army here in a turn or 2. And then, we'll see. I'll kind of dance around. It's going to be a lot of dancing. So, that is the plan. Anything else that I think I need to cover? Not really. We got a little raiding party that's going to go here. We are... I think this guy's probably going to like attack here or something dumb. Which actually, if I know that... I wonder if there's anything I can do to kill him. Like, can this guy cast anything? Well, no, he's going to die anyway. Don't think he can cast anything too useful. Maybe he could magic duel him, but I think this guy's what, S3? You know, S3's not bad, especially for a guy with 1 HP left. Gives me like a 30% chance of killing him. So I do have magic duel. So I think it's about a 3-to-1 chance he's gonna win. Something like that, maybe 2-to-1, 3-to-1. But hey, I'll take that baby. 90% chance. Oh, here, I gotta get a gem for him. Okay, you have been granted a gem. What you're going to do is you're going to move right here. All I'm really giving up is 1 turn of research and 1 pearl for a 30% chance of killing this dude with about 40 gems worth of equipment. Or, I'm sorry, 30 gems of equipment. And it's not his profit, but that is definitely something, an investment I'm looking to make. So we're going to magic duel the shit out of him. And if I win, you're gonna be a fucking hero. So anyway, that is his plan. He's gonna go here with the anticipation this dude attacks. You know, it would be fun to move the whole army here, but I'd rather take a fort. Very possible too he backs off. If he backs off, then I lose a gem. So we'll see. It's a low risk, low chance of paying off, but high reward if it pays off probability of moving that guy there. I think this turn's 1 turn away from cracking. Got more dudes coming in. He's probably going to try to break the siege. He's going to get wrecked. I haven't really looked at my scripting here in a while. I think we're going to do... Yeah, I think that works. He'll get murdered. Anything else? I think that's it for this turn. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'm going to go ahead and submit this, and I'll see you guys next time.